Don't let your 9 to 5 destroy your dreams and your goals. Let it help you invest into your dreams and goals, but don't let it destroy your dreams and goals. And what I mean by that is your 9 to 5 is going to take up most of your life, man. Especially if you ain't got a plan, if you ain't got no structure for yourself. Your 9 to 5 is going to take up probably 95%, 9 to 5, 95% of your life. For real, man. Straight up. You at work all day, every day. You graduate high school, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably didn't go to college. And even if you went to college, even if you got a degree, you probably still going to get caught up in the 9 to 5 rat race, the 9 to 5 trap. And you're going to be locked into this hamster wheel of just going to work, quote, slaving your ass off every day, clocking in, clocking out like an NPC, a robot. You're going to become soulless. A lot of people become unmotivated. And then boom, you go home and you don't want to do shit. You just want to lay down, scroll on social media because you're trying to cope and you're trying to mentally deal with your misery, your miserable, boring adulting life. That's what comes with being an adult, having to go to work, clock in, and, you know, be up under a boss, be micromanaged all day, do your job right, and if you don't, you're out of here. You're terminated, you're fired, good riddance, bye-bye. It was nice knowing you, and they kick your ass as you walk out the door. That's what it is, man. You gotta comply, like a little child, man. Now, for the small percent of people that's entrepreneurs, props to you, man. You know what I'm saying? And even that ain't a walk in the park. That ain't, the grass ain't always greener. I heard, as an entrepreneur, to be a boss, you gotta do a lot of work with that. The work don't stop there. But with the 9 to 5, man, it's gonna feel like you in a trap. It's gonna feel like you in handcuffs, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna feel like you blindfolded with handcuffs and your feet tied. And it could become depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Like working a regular job, it could be a job that you even like, but all your energy, all your focus is going to probably be going towards that job, man. Because you're trying to do everything right, like I said, so you don't lose your source of happiness or your source of meaning. And that's what's depressing about it. Like, a lot of people, they one job, it's like they one source of meaning. That gives them a reason to want to live. How depressing does that sound? Your one job gives you a reason to want to get out of bed and live. That's all people live for now, man. A lot of people living just to go to work. And then that helps you into maintaining your life outside of work. So let's say you got your own place, you got your car you drive or whatever, the things you like to do on the weekends. Your job is going to help fund that. So you got to go to work, whether you like it or not. So it's like, man, you got to find ways that's going to, like, other things going to make you happy outside of your job, man. Because the 9 to 5 shit, bro, I'm not going to lie. It could become a trap. And the reason I said in the beginning of the video, it could stop your dreams and goals is because, like, all your time all your energy is going to be diverted towards your job, man. And there might be things you want to do, like your hobbies, your passions, your interests, your different talents, your skills and stuff like that, that's not work related. A lot of those are going to be pushed to the wayside. They're going to be put into the out of bounds on the sidelines. They're going to be sitting on the bleachers, man. While you on the court playing with your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, focusing on that. But your goals and your dreams, they sitting on the bleachers, like looking at you with puppy eyes. Like, man, what about us? What about us? You done forgot about me, man. You done forgot about me and my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But you so focused on your job, which is good. You're supposed to focus on your job. But you got to understand what comes with that is you're probably going to get caught up with just being a robot to your 9 to 5, being a slave, being held captive to your job. You might got things you always dreamed about, things you want to do, but you ain't even like, your mind not even on that. And it's understandable because that's just how it is in the real world sometimes. You get caught up with living the adult life, with being a grown up, and boom, everything else get put on the back burner. And then you'll be like, oh, one day I'll get to it. One day, this and that. One day, I'll do it one day. I'll get to it. How many of y'all done said that before? I think all of us can raise our hand. You know what I'm saying? And how many of y'all actually executed and went through on your promise? You know, hey, not a lot of people could say they actually went and did what they wanted to do. It just, you got held by the spirit of procrastination, and you just kept pushing it off, pushing it off. You know why? Because you got caught up. You got complacent. Like, all right, I got a job. I'm gonna just go to work because this is guaranteed. You know what's guaranteed a lot of times get you trapped with complacency, because you know what to look forward to. You know the schedule. You know your routine, and boom, you know what's there. But like taking risk and trying to go face a challenge that you're not used to, stepping out of your comfort zone, it's like it's uneasy, man. It's not a walk in the park, at least mentally. A lot of stuff really not as hard. It's just in your head. You make it a lot more difficult in your head than what it really is. A lot of people, we push our dreams away and we get bound by our fears off our own thoughts. We create our own monsters and our own fears. It's crazy. But you know, speaking about the 9 to 5, man, the 9 to 5, of course, it's going to help benefit you in areas of your life because you got to go to work, especially in this economy today. But at the same time, if you're a person that's a dreamer, you always have visions for yourself, you're gonna have to really like put your foot down and have the self-will and the power to focus on what you want to do outside of your work, because your work is gonna it's gonna have you held bound. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it's gonna have you in handcuffs. It's gonna have you tied up. It's gonna have you feeling like, what's the purpose of trying to strive for something else? You might as well just accept being a servant, accept clocking into work every day, and just bow down to the 9 to 5 God. Just bow down. Hallelujah, 9 to 5. All hail your 9 to 5. All praise to him. Hey, that's what the 9 to 5 will do to you, man. Your job become your God. And what is the God? All the God is something that you give all your attention to. Your idol. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound like a pastor, but that's what it is. So it's like, yeah, do what you got to do. I got to do what I got to do. But at the same time, I challenge you, when you get off of work, man, try to put some time and some effort into the things that you're really passionate about. Your job might not bring a smile on your face, because I know for damn sure my job don't. Or any job I probably get. There ain't too many jobs that I had that I just woke up and hopped out of bed and did cartwheels and I was just so excited. Yeah! Nah, man, I was just like, man, I'm probably just like nonchalant, probably even dragging my feet like, man, this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But put some time and energy after work every day into something that you want to do, something that brings a smile to your face, something that brings you a sense of joy. When you think about it, it makes the hairs on your neck stand up. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, it makes you dip your heart. It makes you just feel with joy. You know what I'm saying? Like put your time and energy into that, because that's going to motivate you to want to even like feel good in other areas of your life. You know, if you're just going to work and then getting off of work and coming home and you just sitting there scrolling on social media and you just so invested into everybody else's life or whatever, which half that shit is fabricated, not even real anyway, you're going to be like misery. You're going to be miserable, man. You're going to become miserable. You're going to become depressed. You're going to feel demoralized. You're probably going to feel hopeless. Like, man, boom, boom. You're going to get caught up with complacency. Like, yeah, I'd rather just do this, man. I'd rather just go to work, come home, boom, 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 smoke, drink, don't do nothing productive with myself. You know, I used to want to do this, but, you know, man, bump all that. It's a waste of time. My 9 to 5 takes up most of my life, boom, boom, boom. Man, no excuses, man. Now, if you work 24 hours a day, I'm not going to lie. Props to you, you're getting that money, but that sounds depressing. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to work more than 12 hours a day. I don't even want to work 12 hours a day. But if I had to, I would, because I do want to get 2 jobs eventually, especially for the 2025 year. But that would be temporary. That won't be like for the rest of my life, or even for like over a span of 3 months. But of course, you want to get yourself ahead financially, because you're going to use that to help you, you know, invest in the things you want to do on the side. But come on, man, like, it's more to life than just a 9 to 5, man. It's more to life than just going to work, kissing your boss ass, and just trying to be friendly Bobby with all your coworkers and stuff, man. Coworkers ain't your damn friends, man. You already know what it is, man. But yeah, man, so I just feel like for those who feeling like unmotivated, they're not feeling that sense of thrive, they don't feel energized. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to work. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to put your foot down as an adult and go to work and do what you gotta do. But there's ways you can kind of maneuver around it, man. You don't gotta be so fully depressed behind it. Go to work, get off of work, and spend at least 2 hours with yourself. And when I say with yourself, with your youthful self. When you was a kid, what was some of the things that you like to do? What was some of the things that made you feel a sense of gratitude? That made you feel confident? What are those things? Like, invest into them, man. Spend time with that. Connect with your youthful inner energy. Don't let this dull, just, you know what I'm saying, low vibrational shit that you gotta deal with the 9 to 5 and being an adult. Don't let that get in the way of the spirit that's inside of you, man. That bright ball of energy that's inside of you, man. That's trying to grow. It's trying to develop, man. But you just kind of like pushing it, you downplaying it, like, yeah, man, that shit for the birds, man. That's for kids, man. Nah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no right or wrong with any of this, man. Ain't no guidebook to life. Ain't no predestined whatever that says, oh, yeah, you gotta come here and work a 9 to 5 and that's it, and cut off all your dreams and cut off all your passions and go to work, clock in, and be a robot to your boss and you this and that. And nah, man. Hey, all that being a slave to a 9 to 5, man. And at the end of the day, all this is really a mentality, man. You could be at your 9 to 5 but not really be there. And that's what I learned how to do. I detach myself. I go there physically because I gotta show up. But mentally, I ain't even there. I'm just there mentally enough to know what the fuck I'm doing on the job. Make sure I'm doing my job functions right. But outside of that, my mind is way somewhere else. Way over there. I'm not 100% fully mentally invested into the job because that shit just becomes so, it just start to weigh heavy on you, man. It make you feel depressed, like, man, like, that's all you think about is your job? That's depressing. Don't let your job control you. Don't let your job stop your dreams and your goals. Don't let your 9 to 5 take over your life. You got more special things to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't come into this world with something branded on your forehead. You know, like, oh yeah, your job, when you get older, this is gonna be your job. And you're gonna have to work there till you drop dead. Nah, man. And don't let nobody make you feel bad because, for not liking your job or for not wanting to work at a job. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna have to work especially in this world. You're gonna have to work. Ain't no way around it unless you want to be homeless. And you can't live off your people forever because people don't like that shit. After a while, you know, nobody like that. But you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, you just gotta love your job or something wrong with you because you feel like there's more to life than a 9 to 5. That's the old school mentality, man. Back then, that's all they was banking on. They had to go to work. That was just they lived, they ate, they slept that. And that's cool, man. That's cool, man. But it's a different day and age, man. You could be more open-minded now. You could be creative now and find other ways to make income. You know? But don't drop your passions and your dreams and your goals for your 9 to 5, man. Don't let your 9 to 5 bully you and make you cower down. You know what I'm saying? You tell your 9 to 5, suck your dick, man. Yeah, man. Tell them to kiss your ass cheek, left and right cheek, man. Yeah, man. But be a gangster when it comes to that shit. But for real though, I don't want you to like feel like that's it. Like, oh yeah, man, I just clock in, boom, boom, boom. You know, good. It's easy to get wrapped up into just being comfortable. Cause I know for sure I done been. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like, man, like I said, you know what to look forward to, and it's not too complicated. All you gotta do is go to work and do what master say. Do what the boss say. Don't step too far out of your boundaries. Don't step too far to the left. Don't step too far to the right. Boom, you'll keep your job. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be so much bullshit with the job and so much politics within that. You know, you gotta be friends with everybody. You gotta have a certain attitude, and you gotta clock in on time, and you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't take this amount of lunch breaks and this. You're like, man, I just look at it like, man, look, I only live one life. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I ain't about to stress myself out for some bullshit. Like, man, come on, man. You're a grown ass person, man. One life to live. But yeah, man, these jobs be treating you like little kids, man. So you gonna bow down to something that treats you like a little kid? I'm talking about you could devote your whole life to a job and they could cut you off. They could lay you off for whatever reason. You know, for you older people, somebody younger come in, somebody more younger, vibrant, more fit for the job. They could cut your old ass off, man. Give your old ass the boot. Boom! Punch your ass out of there. Straight through the field goal. All right, well, nice knowing you, OG, but your old ass gotta go. Even though you gave them 36 years of your life. It could be like that, man. Or you get hurt on the job, boom. Nobody gonna give a fuck. You out of there. Your co-workers can rat you out. All kind of stuff can go on the job, man. So don't sell your soul to your 9 to 5, man. Yeah, but anyways, man, I got more great topics on the way. I thought I'd touch on this, man. You know, it was weighing heavy on my mind today. I just got off of work myself, man. But I'm headed home, man. And yeah, man. Fuck your 9 to 5, man. Fuck that shit, man. Yeah.